YouTube, good morning. It's been a while since I've actually made a video about the car, about anything in general. I mean, it's always about the car, but it's been a while since I made a video. I've done a lot since then. I just got done right now because tomorrow we have I'm gonna go to a meet, a local meet. It's literally maybe like a 2-minute drive from my house in the city here, downtown. So I'm gonna go real quick. I was gonna wash the car in the morning, but here in Coachella it's been windy, dusty. I'm currently on vacation from work too, so I'm not using the car every day. It kind of just it sits in the garage, and it just had a little bit of dust, so I was able to just do like a waterless wash. I just wiped it down. So just trying to get it ready. Of course, it's always gonna look good once I wipe it down. There's a couple of things. I think I put a video on one of the shorts. I don't remember if I did a short or not about the car. But just got done cleaning it up. This is what I was saying. I'm sure you can see this ugly line. It's clear film. It probably was installed when the car was brand new too. I've just been afraid of taking it off. I don't want to mess anything up. But I need to take it off because obviously look how bad that looks. But nonetheless, obviously just wipe down the engine. It's always pretty clean. I wipe it down at least once a week every time that I do get it washed. So the engine bay is always nice and clean, and as clean as I could get it. You know, I think the next step on this would be to maybe, you know, just buy new parts. But I don't know if I'm about buying that because of the RRC, the intake manifold. Of course, you can't fit the stock TSX valve cover. Not the valve cover, the intake manifold cover. It doesn't fit anymore because of that. And I do want to put it on. I just think it looks so clean when it just looks stock when you have it on, right? So right now, I can't put it on. It doesn't fit. You know, it's too big because it's not made for this intake manifold. But it just looks clean. It just looks like a better, well-kept OEM look when you have it on. But so the one that does fit, obviously, the RRC comes from the FD2, but I can't find myself just paying $200 for that part. You know, it's just $200 is a lot for me to try to get that. I might get it. I might still jump on it and try to get it just so it'll finish it off. It's just a shorter one. It kind of sits here. You see the spots here where you could bolt it into. I mean, that's really the plan. I was thinking of getting rid of the intake. This is the Apexy. I think it's called like the Powerhouse or something like that. And just putting back the stock box, just to make it look a lot cleaner in here. I just like the way it sounds, obviously. I know it's a hot air intake, or, you know, but I just like the way it sounds when, you know, when I'm having a little bit of fun when I'm driving. But other than that, here, I think not really much I can do. I do, before the summer comes, I do want to do a coolant flush. I do want to do brake fluid flush as well. Clutch flush, you know, you can see how dark it is. I've done it a couple times where I'll empty it out and then I'll put some new fluid in there. But then it obviously gets mixed with the old stuff, so it just looks like that again. I'll do the same thing for the power steering fluid. I'm sure you can see it. That's not supposed to be that dark either. But just little stuff like that. Other than that, the car's been doing great. I drive it every day to work. So one of the things that I did do, my driver's side lower ball joint started making a squeaking sound. I immediately swapped it out. I ended up buying the ball joints. I bought the pair from CarQuest before it closed down, or I think they have like a day left to close or something like that. I got it like really cheap. I got it for like $4 or $5 for the ball joint for each side. So I bought them as a pair. However, I had already changed the passenger side. When I just bought the car, it was like making really bad noise. So I swapped that out back in, I don't know, it could have been like in 2021, early 2021. That's when I swapped it out. So it's good. I also did at the same time the lower control arm on this one. So then on the driver's side, it started making noise. So I went ahead and since I had the parts already, I just went ahead and took it apart. I replaced the lower control arm, the ball joint. The lower control arm was really cheap too from CarQuest. I ended up paying, I think it's like $18 for it when the other one that I bought for the passenger side, I remember I paid like 150 for it, something like that. Nothing crazy. It is aftermarket, not OEM, but it's not like no race stuff. Um, so the whole front end right now is like it should be pretty good. Like I said, I've done the passenger side already, the driver's side, and I ended up getting the end links from CarQuest too as well because I got them really cheap. They were just cheap, it's just a replacement. So I ended up doing the driver's side end link as well, the sway bar end link. So I did all that. I ended up the ABS sensor, I guess it is, that's in the hub, was stuck. It broke off. Had to get another one of that one, so that's been replaced as well. And then maybe a week later, I ended up buying some wheels. I was looking into a lot of different types of wheels. I was looking into the Advan TC4s. I'm not sure if you guys remember. I used to have the Avid ones, AV26s, which are like a knockoff design off of the Advan. I think it's like the RG2, I don't know. It's one of those. Which I like the way the car looked. They looked really good, but you know what? I kind of felt what was left for the car. Maybe it's to get some good wheels. That would have make a drastic change. So I was looking at Advan TC4s. I was looking at the Ray Graham lights, the CRs. I don't really like the DRs. The DRs with the 6 spokes. I think the CRs with the 5 spoke look a lot better. And then I was like, trying to look into what color. I had white wheels. I was looking into bronze, maybe, because I never thought bronze looked that good on silver cars. However, there's a guy that hangs out with the guy that I hang out with the cars. He has an EP3, a silver EP3 with bronze MF10s, and they just go perfect. So I looked into bronze. The Graham Light bronze looks kind of weird. I don't really like the way that looked. However, the TC4 bronze looks super clean, right? With that glossy, then with the blue stickers. And I was looking into those, and the specs that they sell. I was looking off from Fitment Industry, so I could just get them. Just get them in, put them on. They're already balanced. Just get them and throw them on the car. The Graham lights, they had them on stock, but the Graham lights, I started to look at them at 18 by 9s, 18 by 9.5, plus 38, plus 35, whatever, right? And I was like, I don't know if I kind of want to go 17s. I kind of looked at, starting to like that aggressive fitment look with the Meteor tires, So I was like 18s and the Graham lights. I don't know. Then I looked into the white. It was still going to be for the wheels. So it's still going to be with tires over $3,000. The TC4s, the Advans, I saw them in the white. They have like this machine lip. They look outstanding as well. So it's just it's funny because I was just looking at those two wheels, those two different colors, but then it's like, okay, this, okay, that. Then it's like tires are expensive, and how are you gonna get expensive JDM wheels, put on some cheap tires? It was just looking at them. Then I kind of decided on the TC4s, on the bronze or the white, but they were on a you had to they were back ordered, so I said anywhere from 3 to 5 months, and I was like, man, do I really want to wait that long? I'm gonna drop this money. And then on Facebook Marketplace, I had seen somebody put up some TEs, which TEs are great. They're outstanding wheels. I've just never been a big fan like that. I kind of feel TEs are kind of a flex. I'm sure I'm gonna get hate on that for saying that, but they're great looking wheels. There was a guy that was selling some TEs, some 17s, I believe they were, bronze. They were a really good price. The specs were kind of weird. He called them S2K specs, which I don't know why it would be S2K specs. They were like 17 by the front, or because they were staggered, so it was like 17 by 7.5 and 17 by 8, and then it was like plus 45 and plus 50. And I was like, I don't know. But he sold them immediately. As soon as I was like, try to reach out to him, boom, they were gone. They were gone. Tees, you know, and they were at a good price. I think he had them for the wheels only because they had tires, but tires were bad. I think he had them for like $1,800 or $1,900. So of course they just boom, they were gone. And then I was looking here locally. This guy had some MC10s, some Mugen MC10s, but they were white, not necessarily a wheel that I wanted, but it would have been a JDM wheel, I guess. I don't know how good it would have looked on the car, but I tried to message him, and you know it didn't come with tires. So I was gonna get tires. He wanted just for the wheels. I think it was like $1,300. No tires, which is not bad. You know, once you put on some good tires, it would have probably been like $2,000. You know, of course, I was gonna lowball him a little bit, but you know, we just couldn't meet, right? He was either at work, or I had to be at work, or whatever. I tried that for like a good 3-4 weeks, trying to get those wheels. Eventually, I came across a marketplace on Facebook, and some TEs, white TEs, 17 by 9 plus 22s, and they're the TE SLs. They're discontinued with the blue stickers, and I was like, man, those look kind of clean. And I was like, man, I thought you were gonna go bronze and whatever, right? And I tried to hit them up, and of course, you know, they're tees and they look they're in great condition. And you know, I hit him up. He did not want to budge on the price. Did not want to budge on the price. I kept on calling him because no, 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 no. You want them, you want them. If you don't, you don't. And I had to take a drive to San Diego. So this place where the guy was selling them was en route to San Diego. So on the way back, I hit him up, and then he goes, "Hey, I still got him. If you're gonna just let you know, don't waste your time if you're not gonna give me what I'm asking for, because I'm not gonna move. I'm just letting you know before you come and waste your time." And whatever, I stopped at the bank, got the cash, went to go see him, and the wheels were there. And they look really clean. The guy said he had them on an RSX Type S. And he said he only put like 200 miles on them. So that seems kind of a little bit not believable. However, the wheels, I mean, the condition do look new. So, and yeah, that's what's on here right now. So the wheels are TE37 SLs. Those blue stickers is just out of control. What was a little bit different is my old wheels. The Avid ones came with a center cap, and these don't. You know, the more I looked into it, the SLs, I think that's different ways that they ended up trying to cut weight, because I think the SL means for like super lap or something like that. So they're made to be light. So that's one of the things that they didn't come with. The stickers, you know, and I kind of looked, and I had to make sure all the everything where it's supposed to be. Where are the stickers? They're back there. You can see them. So I had to clean my my center cap, not my center cap, but like the board, the axle nut. There was rust, obviously, and it looks like it's starting to come back. I'll just get them cleaned up. But I ended up getting them. I jumped on them. So these are 17 by 9 plus 22 TE37 SLs in white. Tires, they were already on the car. They're Yokohama Advance. So it's a summer tire. So I haven't really, you know, I had them for a while. I didn't put them on. It took me about a month to put them on, because I had to get it aligned. Well, I got it realigned actually a couple of days ago, just to make sure it was good to go, because I don't want to waste these tires. The camera though, I got it pretty aggressive, just because I don't want to, you know, right when I put them on, they started to rub. After every bump or whatever, they were just rubbing, because they're aggressive. And I do have rolled fenders. I rolled them myself. So I had to mess with the fitment a bit. I raised the car up a little bit. I raised it up only like 1/8 of an inch. That helped out a lot, actually. But you know, they poke a little bit, nothing crazy, and you know, it's a little bit meatier. All the specs on the tires are 245 40s. No, I'm like 235 40s. I would have liked 245s, but we should be good. I mean, they have a little small stretch on them, which is not the greatest when it tries to for fitment, for like aggressive fitment, but it's not that bad. Not too bad. I would have wanted a tire that's a little bit more square. I'll look into that later when I need to buy new tires. So yeah, here's the rears. So when I got it aligned, the front is sitting at 3.5 camber, and the rear is also sitting at about 3.5. It's like 3.3 in the rear. It's been rubbing here. It hasn't rubbed since I did the alignment, so we'll see. I know a lot of people, they'll cut away the bumper here, and then there's a tab, and they'll cut the tab. So that's something that I'll look into a little later. But yeah, the car is just completely changed the look of the car. And it's funny how you would, you know, wheels are so huge. What the hell is this? Completely changed the look of the car. It's just crazy how wheels, and even though it already had wheels, but it's crazy how wheels just completely changed the look of the car. It's just, oh, it just looks so much better. So much better. And it's just, I just feel like the car just, you know, took it to a different level. And I've never been like over here looking at TEs. The TEs were always kind of out of my budget. So it was kind of stuff like that. I just went to now, I'm kind of looking at stuff, like you see in the reflection, but it's just like, it's just crazy how it looks, you know. The car still rides good. Wider tires, a little bit wider tires. I used to have 225s. They were stretched on the 8.5 wide wheel that I had. Which, by the way, I sold those wheels yesterday. A gentleman came, he took them. So I have a little bit of money to do some upgrades. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I talked to on one of the forums. I ended up putting about how the rear rubs on the fitment, and one of the guys said, hey, you know what, mine did too. What I ended up doing, he said, I ended up putting a sway bar, and he said that helped out in the rear a little bit. So I was thinking of doing that. Obviously, it's gonna help with the handling. So because it doesn't always rub. It was kind of more, it would rub on when I was going up the curves, you know, trying to go inside sideways because it's just so wide. But I cleaned up the calipers a little bit since I wiped it down. Last week I did the same thing because it hasn't been dirty. It's been sitting. So I need to re-clean them as well. I have like a wire brush attachment for the drill. I did that. Oh, and when I put on the wheels and adjusted the fitment and raised the car, I also replaced the rest of the sway bar end links. So the whole front end, the suspension is fairly new. Obviously, I got my front camber arms, so my the upper control arms have been replaced. The lower control arms have been replaced. The ball joints have been replaced. The sway bar end links have been replaced. So that's basically everything on the front. The rear, obviously, just the camber arms and the sway bar end links have been replaced. So I was thinking, like I said, of getting the sway bar, the Progress. I've looked into the the TLS sway bar as well, but I think I wanted, if I'm gonna go, might as well I think for what I've seen on heel toe, the Progress one is maybe like another $15 more. I'd rather just go that way, that route, and get that one. It's a little bit thicker, and it weighs less. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. So I got some TEs, and never thought I would have had some TEs. I just thought they were very expensive, which they were still. It doesn't even matter, but yeah. And then white is just out of control. It just looks so good. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. That's what I've done. I was in regards to maintenance, like I said, just maybe a coolant flush is about to, when the summer hits here, it hits really bad. You know, I have my sound system. Other things I wanted to do, because I kind of want to turn it into, there's a couple things, right? I was even seeing, you know, you got the wheels, you need a big brake kit now, right? So I was looking into the Brembos, and I looked at the Acura RLs and the TLS Brembos, and they're expensive. All that stuff is expensive. It's more money you gotta spend. The TLS Brembos, though, there's a couple ways you could do it, right? You get the calipers, and then you gotta go get the hub, because I guess the mounting points on the hub for the caliper on the TSX are smaller, so you gotta drill them out. There's a lot of stuff I was looking at, right? But then I started to look at the DC5 Creations. You know how they they machine the caliper so it fits on your stock hub, and it's kind of like it'll center it out perfectly. Because I've also thought about, so I've looked at a lot of stuff. DC5 Creations, I think the best. So if I were to get theirs, like non powder coated, they're rebuilt calipers. It's gonna end up being like $499, so $500 just for the calipers. But that's not the basic silver look, which is not bad. But I don't know. I kind of want I want to stand out. I want that blue. I like that TE blue. TE blue looks clean. Or I'll just do, who knows? I'll probably could just do that silver finish that it comes in, and then just do like a TE blue Brembo stickers on it. So that would kind of save me some money. I would have to buy TLS not calipers, discs and pads, but I think that would probably be the best right there. But that's like $5, so I'm gonna say that's maybe like $600 to $700 there just to get some BBKs. And it's not even because I want to just the stopping power. I just want it because it'll look good in the car behind the wheels. You know, these wheels look good, and it's like one thing leads to another. So I've thought about that. That's a big upgrade. Also, another thing I don't have, and I've talked about this before, is an exhaust system. I know I talked to a lot of friends, and they're like, yeah, but it's like, it's going to be loud. You don't want to do that. It's like the car is a different vibe on this car. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be loud either. I don't want to get pulled over by the cops for exhaust, you know? So I was looking at the NVIDIA. I looked at the Yonaka exhaust. The Yonaka exhaust, I had it on an Integra GSR. I had a long time ago, and it was fine. It's nice and quiet and subtle. And the price is good too. So I looked at that one, and then it's like anything that's not the Yonaka, so anything else, so NVIDIA. I looked at the Revel Medallion. Those are all $1,000 plus. That's another grand, you know. So it's like the stock exhaust. And from what I heard, that you don't even get much performance. I've heard that these are pretty good. The exhaust these cars come with from Honda, but it will just change up the look in the back. I just like the way the cars look when you're behind them, with the exhaust, with the pipes. They look really good, you know. So that's another one too. That's a grand. It's like, dude, like another grand here. It's like it's one thing or another. My transmission. Here's another idea too. The transmission. It shifts great. This car, right when I got it, one of the first models I did, I switched out the cable bushings up here. I bought the K-tuned ones. I did that. I ended up buying the D10 springs. I bought the CT engineering short shifter, and the car is just. Everybody that gets in it loves it. You know, I've gotten into some RSXs Type S's with with the Acuity short shifter, and I honestly feel mine feels better than theirs. But I think it's because they end up raising. They have their shifter way up here, so whatever they get short, it's kind of like you would eliminate it because because the rod's way up here. They do have a tighter, what is it called? The side-to-side movement, the gate, obviously, because with the short shifter, all it's doing is your throw. I mean, there's not much play right there. It's in second gear. That's not bad compared. You know, it's like it's a stock shifter. Like I said, just the bushings on the cables up front. I did the D10 springs, which also the D10 springs made it like really notchy. The short shifter on the bottom, the CT engineering, and then of course I got the spoon knob. But if you look, so that's and right there, like that's a little bit of play. It's not bad though, but like first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, reverse. It's just everybody that gets in here is like, damn, this is so tight. So there is, you know, there's a little bit of play, but it's not nothing out of control. So I feel like it's not necessarily worth it right now for me to upgrade to a hybrid shifter, because with the TSX Acuity does not make a shifter. So if you want to go short shifter, you basically have to go CT engineering or hybrid racing. So I am gonna I'm thinking about getting the the shifter, the base bushings. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Inside the car, since I have subs now, the speakers on the doors, I always have it loud, right? I want to upgrade them just because they rattle a little bit here and there. I probably got them blown. So I was looking into some kits for the replacement. I don't want to add an amp to the speakers inside. I would have the amp for the subs. So I want to upgrade those two. But just that right there alone, it's gonna be like $200. My friend gave me a set for the rear door, so I'm gonna do that. So let's say, okay, the bar, the sway bar, that's $200. The sounds is $200. That's $400 right there. Plus tax, who knows, and shipping. Everybody, like, they don't do nothing free shipping. That's $400 to $500 right there, right? And it's kind of more of me, the sway bar, because I feel like it's gonna help the with the hybrid bass bushings. So that's more of me enjoying the drive and just making it more enjoyable to drive, and of course the sounds, right? So that's what I was thinking. It's either that or an exhaust system by itself, or the big brake kit. So it's a tough situation. I'm right now. It's going more towards the sway bar, plus the bushings, plus the inside speakers right now. Of course, there's always going to be something to do. There's a lot of stuff. Like, you start to look, you just like go into a rabbit hole, just deeper and deeper and deeper. One thing that did happen, kind of got upset. One day after work, I had a pair of scissors in my back pocket. I did not know. I did not feel them. And I sat down in the car and I ripped a hole in the car. And it's crazy because the majority of these cars, the seats are ripped. And mine were not. They look aged, of course, right? They weren't. And it's like I made these little 2 puncture holes. And hopefully it doesn't get too big, or it gives me some time. But there's one right there. And I did a little scratch over here. So hopefully it doesn't continue to get bigger. I've seen patch kits. But yeah, that's something I did. I was pissed off at myself for that. But yeah, it's been a long video, just talking and talking and talking. Hopefully, it wasn't too much talking. It is what it is. But yeah, that's the plans. Hopefully, I'm able to figure out what I'm gonna end up doing. Like I said, it's probably gonna be more of the enjoyable of the driving experience for myself. So the speakers with the bass bushings with the sway bar. I think I'm edging towards that. I was thinking, and those other models are good too, because they're looks. The BBK, okay, it might help out, but I don't want it for. It's not a track car. It's my daily. I want it to look good. So the BBKs will change the look in the front. It'll take the build to a different level. I think that shows more. So I feel like in regards to what you're doing, I think you get more bang for your buck if you do the big brake kit. Just because it looks, it's just gonna tie it together. The exhaust, I think, will tie it together, just the outside. I might get a couple horses, but it's not even about me being fast. I know these cars ain't fast or slow. So, just right now, what I ended up doing, just to clean them up, I always polish the headlights. I don't know, every other month or something like that. Just because they start to, once you polish your lights, they're just gonna, after a while, they'll start to yellow again. So I do it about every, I don't know, it's probably been like 2 months since I did it last. It don't take me long. I have a 3-inch polisher. I get in, get out. It just cleans it up. But yeah, I appreciate y'all that have subscribed. I only have like 10 subscribers. I should be doing more. I need to get a better camera, because I just use my phone. I need to do stuff like that just to make sure, I get better content and I could edit better. I do more videos if I get a camera that I could I could set it up like a POV when I'm driving as well. But the car's really, the car's good. I like this car. I enjoy this car. It shines really nice too. It cleans up really good. But yeah, the TE, let's go. Please subscribe, like, comment on anything. It doesn't matter what y'all comment. I try to respond. Cool. All right. Have a great day.